Greetings, Commanders, and welcome back to the Bounty Hunter series here in Elite Dangerous. In today's episode, we are on our standard rotation with a trio of 3 guys that we need to kill in our ship. Did a couple of on-foot missions in the last 2 episodes, so we're back to doing some ship combat here. As usual, there's only 2 regular assassination or regular takeout missions available, so we're going to have to do one of those. Go down to the planet and scan the thing and find out where they are kind of deals, because they haven't been very nice to me lately when it comes to giving me very convenient just go kill individual dudes in this spot missions. So they're forcing me to have to go down to planets, which, you know, I guess it adds a little bit of variety. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal, but it adds on a lot of time, and that's the problem. So a lot of time for something that isn't really that interesting. I mean, you go down, you scan the beacon, then you come back out. It's the equivalent of doing the nav beacon thing here. It's just on a planet instead of hold on, we're doing signal sources. Nope. And then where is our thing here? You know, it's the equivalent of doing a nav beacon, but the problem is that then you end up sometimes you end up having to go to another system, and you end up having to do the nav beacon anyway. So it's like it's the equivalent of the random, you know, you have to go find a contact to figure out where the dude is, and it's like, you know, as a bounty hunter, the idea of having to track down a target doesn't bother me so much. It's just the arbitrariness of it, you know, like, you could just either make it something where I have to track them down and tracking them down is the thing that is like the important part of it, or just make it to where they're easy to find and kill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give me one or the other. It's really annoying when you're expecting it to be one thing and then it ends up being... They just end up randomly adding an extra step for no reason. I don't know. I know some of you are already going to disagree with that thought process. I will eventually learn how to talk. It will happen. One day I will learn how to talk, and I will not stumble over my words. The problem is that my brain tends to want to go really fast, and my mouth cannot keep up. So I'm already on to the next thought process before my mouth catches up, and that's just kind of the way that it goes. So, yeah, there's always that. So we're going to try... yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm thinking... It's hard to know when to turn it off. That ain't gonna work. All right, that's got it. I don't know. There's got to be a formula. There's got to be a formula somewhere that I can figure out for. And the problem is that it's different for every ship. Like the frame shift drive on this ship is ridiculously powerful in both directions. Like, it accelerates very quickly, it also decelerates very quickly. So it's kind of hard to use a standard formula with this ship like you would use with some of the other ones when it comes to like things that are further away, because it decelerates so aggressively. And that's good. That's a good thing, but because it means you can wait longer, which means you can get places faster. That's nice. But at the same time, let's get our night vision turned on. At the same time, you know, it does make it difficult to figure out what the formula is for this, so. Bumper cars. Let's try to get this guy done quickly. Got his shield's gone. Circle down some. And that's it for him. Alright, next guy. We need to go for this one here. Oh, he's back in Maka. Helps if I'm pointing the correct direction, huh? Let's go that way. Alright, so yeah. Guy number 2. Okay, we are at nav beacon number 2. Overshot that a little bit, but fortunately I was able to maneuver in place, so that makes it work. Full throttle, boost out of here. Then we'll find our signal source, go shoot the guy, and then we have a settlement to go to scan a beacon for that and get that done. So, where is our source? Where is our... I'm confused. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened there. Did the mission switch around on me, or did the interface not update? I tend to move much faster than the interface seems to want to allow me to move, and maybe I clicked on the wrong mission thinking I don't really pay attention to where the cursor is. I process what buttons I need to press to get to the thing, and sometimes the interface lags behind, and that ends up screwing me up. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments if what it is that happened there, because I could have swore I went down to the second assassination one, and you know that should have been it. But for whatever reason, it just decided, nope, we're not doing that today. So let's get this nav beacon. Let's get this nav beacon scanned. It's over here. And then we can do our thing. Eventually, when it's done scanning. I always bring you guys back for the nav. I always keep you guys in for the nav beacon part, because sometimes, every once in a while, they'll drop in and try to attack me while we're doing the scan. So, can we please get away from the dudes and start charging our frame shift drive? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, now we just need to find our mission target. There it is. He's off in this direction. We can boost. At less than 10,000 light seconds, the 2 to 3 second rule generally tends to work. Oh, the 2 to 4 second rule generally tends to work. Just kind of depends on how you feel about it. See, got ourselves right around 9 seconds, so that's good. We'll push it down to 6 and then go into Super Cruise Assist mode to make sure we don't overspeed. Then we'll continually pop it up into 6 seconds just to try to keep the time to target as low as possible. A little too much. Nope, a little too much. Alright, we might be able to make that work. It's a good chance we're going to overshoot this, but we'll try. Nice. Okay, that worked out. Targets over here. Come on. Just got to stay behind her. Him, her, whatever it is. Shield her down. Stay behind, stay behind. Come on, no. Gotta get close. We gotta be close for this. There we go. And then we go to expansion support. Head off in that direction. And go tackle bounty number 3. Alright, we're approaching the settlement that we need to go to hack the target. So, as always, I'll bring you guys in for the descent phase of all of this. Try to maintain a reasonable speed so that we're not taking forever to get down to the planet. But unfortunately, the process itself is just highly inefficient, so you can only do what you can do. We're going to speed this process up a little bit. Okay, 0 throttle. Start slowly adding throttle to keep the speed. You gotta bump the throttle up and down and just kind of feel for it. There's not really a good set rule for how quickly you can come down. You just want to make sure that you're at less than 10 kilometers per second. Once you hit less than 10 kilometers, you can start slowly adding throttle all the way to full until you hear the engines whine up like you're doing a quick drop. And then just follow the glide all the way down. And then we just need to find our signal, our target, our hackable target. Get right on top of it, because for whatever reason you have to be within like 2 feet of it before it'll work. Okay. We have to be within 100 meters.
Exit without delay.
Alright, well hopefully we didn't get too much in the way of penalties for that. So now we should have a new system to go to. And of course, it is on the other side of everything. So it's on the other side of the body here, so we're going to have to boost our way out of here. Get line of sight to the target. So we'll pull up and around, do a big arc. And now we can charge our frameshift drive to head off into the next system. Alright, we don't even have to go hack go scan the nav beacon for this one. The signal source is close enough that we're able to just go and find it, so... that's not going to work out well for me, I don't think. I had to be very careful, because when I came into the system, I was too busy trying to target it, and I ended up running into the star. And I didn't want to end up doing it again, so because that's a massive waste of time. It's a massive waste of time when you accidentally have an emergency drop of some description. All right, so is this our guy here? I mean, he's wanted. It's not who we're looking for, though. I think this is our guy. Just trying to get behind him. Come on. You don't want to play chicken with me, dude. I have more effective hit points than you do. Alright, this is getting annoying. Let's try to get around to the side here. Enough of you, dude. That'll work. But that's not our target, though. Because our target is supposed to be Murray Rothbard. So let's get back out. Well, hold on. What I want to do, actually, is I would like to do a reboot and repair to quickly get our... quickly get our shields started back up. Why am I being scanned? There wasn't a bad guy nearby when I did this. I'm going to be really mad if I start getting shot while I'm disabled. Yeah, I'm not sure what just happened here, because that was not our target. We were going towards our mission target, so I'm not sure. Okay, it says it's behind us. Is it too close to the net? Is it... I don't know what's going on here. I do not know what's going on here. It's very annoying, whatever this is. I don't appreciate being dropped into a separate area that has nothing to do with what we're trying to get done here. Is this our guy? No, that's Pitt. I have a bad feeling that our mission has gotten bricked by having the mission thing show up too close to... Hold on, it's not the good guy, is it? Security service. It's a system authority vessel. That's not who... Wait, is it? No, Murray... Okay, I think we're too close. I think they put the mission... Yet again, lack of attention to detail. Not putting up barriers to make sure that certain things can't spawn next to other certain things has now made it to where we cannot complete this mission because I can't select where I'm trying to go. Even though I have this as my target, it doesn't specifically select this as my thing that I drop into. It insists on going to whatever this other thing is. So I'm gonna try doing like a really slow approach. And we're just gonna like just do a standard Super Cruise assist towards it. But I have a bad feeling that there is another signal source nearby, like right next to this one, and it's constantly selecting that one rather than the mission target that I'm trying to do here. And if that's the case, we're going to end up having to cancel this mission because I'm not going to sit here all day continuing to do it over and over and over again because the game developers can't figure out how to frickin' do processes correctly. Alright, who's this? Nope. 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 So, yeah, there's no point in continuing to mess around with this because the person I'm looking for just is not showing up, and I'm not going to waste a bunch of time screwing around with something that should just work. This is my issue. This is my issue with the developers of most games, and this game especially. Like, they go out of their way to make things, you know, take time, right? So they're going out of their way to make things take time, but then also they don't put enough time into making sure that that things can't screw with you. In addition to the time wasting things they put in intentionally. So what ends up happening is you get all kinds of crazy wasted time. A lot of it unintentional and a lot of it intentional. And then it just for someone like me who can't stand it, who can't stand wasted time. Wow, I don't know why. For somebody like me who can't stand? Yeah, is that how you said it? I don't know. I'm pretty particular about English, and for whatever reason, it's just not, that phrase is not clicking with me for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, I can't stand wasting time, and I don't mind putting time into things, but I want the time I'm putting in to be valuable, getting shit done time, and it really pisses me off to no extent, or to no end. It pisses me off to no end when A, my time is wasted to begin with, but B, when my time is wasted due to negligence or intentional bullshit that's included into things that is intended to artificially waste your time. If you want me to spend time on things, I'm totally fine with that. But you need to make the time I'm spending worth my time, not just bullshit because we're just going to arbitrarily make this what you have to do to get through it, or we can't be bothered to make sure that there's not going to be anything, that... I'm fine with bugs. I'm not fine with something as simple as, hey, let's make sure we put an exclusion zone around these things so that there's no conflicts. Like, that's basic troubleshooting and process management. That's basic. That's not like, oh man, that's an easy thing. No, that's basic process management, right? Make sure one thing doesn't conflict with another. And if you can't do that, you shouldn't be designing video games. They may be successful, they may be all these things, but their process improvement sucks ass. Sucks ass. And the only reason why this game continues to be something that I do is because I like the rest of it so much that I'm willing to put up with the bullshit that comes with it. But the bullshit that comes with it is just really freaking annoying. and it gets old. Alright, but anyways, that's going to be it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route, because some people do like to go outside of YouTube to help out with channels, so that option is there for your convenience. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for the next video, and I'll see you then.